Steve Jobs, visionary innovator and complex leader. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're exploring a figure who was both loved and feared, admired and criticized, the one and only Steve Jobs. What drove him to revolutionize 6 major industries and reshape how we live with technology? And what can we learn from his incredible, sometimes controversial journey? Let's dive into Steve Jobs by Walter Isaacson, an in-depth biography about a man whose relentless pursuit of perfection changed the world. 1. Roots of rebellion and curiosity. Steve Jobs' upbringing in Silicon Valley played a crucial role in shaping his interest in technology and innovation. His adoptive parents, Paul and Clara Jobs, were supportive but firm, providing a mix of freedom and structure that allowed his curious nature to flourish. Paul Jobs, a mechanic, taught him the value of craftsmanship, a lesson that deeply influenced Jobs' later insistence on design and quality. Jobs was a restless spirit from a young age, pushing against conventions. His time at Reed College, although brief, exposed him to calligraphy and the humanities, which would later influence the elegance and font design of Apple's early computers. One of Jobs' defining characteristics was his willingness to challenge norms and take risks. He was also drawn to spirituality and counterculture, which gave him an unconventional perspective on business and life. Jobs' trip to India in search of enlightenment was transformative, shaping his belief in intuition as a powerful guiding force. This faith in intuition would later become a central element of his decision-making process, driving him to pursue radical ideas that others often dismissed. 2. Founding Apple. Vision meets execution. When Jobs and Wozniak started Apple, they were an unlikely duo. Jobs was the visionary, while Wozniak was the technical genius. Together, they built the Apple I and introduced it to the Homebrew Computer Club, an influential Silicon Valley community. Although Wozniak was more interested in sharing his work, Jobs saw a business opportunity. This partnership led to the development of the Apple II, one of the first highly successful mass-market computers. The Apple II, with its sleek casing and color graphics, attracted not only hobbyists, but also a broad consumer base. Apple quickly rose to prominence, with Jobs at the helm, driven by an intense focus on design and user experience. Unlike many tech founders of his time, Jobs wanted his products to be beautiful as well as functional. He believed technology could be a gateway to personal empowerment. His goal was clear: to bring sophisticated computing technology to the masses, packaged in a way that was approachable, intuitive, and aesthetically pleasing. 3. The Macintosh Project. Creativity meets conflict. The Macintosh project was Jobs' first major attempt at creating a computer that was truly an extension of the user. The Mac was revolutionary for its time, with a graphical user interface that allowed users to interact with icons instead of lines of code. However, this project also highlighted Jobs' intense management style. He pushed his team to the limits, often using his reality distortion field, a mix of charisma and pressure, to inspire them to achieve the impossible. Jobs' behavior during this time was both inspiring and abrasive. He could be visionary one moment and ruthless the next, often berating employees over minor flaws. His high expectations led to innovations, but also created significant tension within the team. Eventually, Jobs' abrasive personality and clashes with the Apple board led to his departure from the company in 1985. This was a turning point in his career, forcing him to confront the challenges of leadership and self-awareness. 4. Learning and reinvention at Next and Pixar. After leaving Apple, Jobs didn't retreat from the tech world. Instead, he founded Next, a company focused on high-end computers aimed at academia and enterprise clients. Although Next's products didn't achieve commercial success, the company made breakthroughs in software and design. The Next operating system, in particular, would later become the basis for macOS when Apple acquired Next in 1997. During this time, Jobs also acquired Pixar, a small animation studio founded by Ed Catmull and Alvy Ray Smith. Jobs initially saw Pixar as a side investment, but eventually became more involved, particularly after the release of Toy Story, the first fully computer-animated film. Toy Story's success established Pixar as a leader in the animation industry and reshaped the landscape of digital animation. This venture taught Jobs the power of storytelling and the importance of patience, as Pixar's path to success was neither quick nor easy. 5. Return to Apple. The iMac and the iPod. Jobs' return to Apple in 1997 marked the beginning of a new era for both him and the company. When he came back, Apple was struggling, with a fragmented product line and declining market share. Jobs streamlined operations, cutting numerous products and focusing on creating a few high-quality, innovative offerings. His return also saw the release of the colorful, translucent iMac, which was an instant hit and signaled a new design language for Apple. Jobs then spearheaded the creation of the iPod, a portable music player that revolutionized the way people listened to music. The iPod was a simple, elegant device that allowed users to carry thousands of songs in their pockets, and its success was bolstered by the launch of the iTunes Music Store, which gave users easy access to purchase and organize digital music legally. Together, the iPod and iTunes transformed Apple into a major player in the music industry, changing the way we consume media. 6. The iPhone, transforming communication. The iPhone, launched in 2007, marked Apple's entry into the mobile phone industry, and it redefined what a smartphone could be. The device combined a phone, an iPod, and an internet browser in a single, sleek package. The touchscreen interface, which allowed users to navigate with simple gestures, was a breakthrough that set a new standard for mobile devices. Jobs' vision for the iPhone was clear. It wasn't just a phone. It was a personal digital device that would change how people communicate and access information. The iPhone's launch was a turning point in both technology and culture. It paved the way for the app ecosystem and catalyzed the development of the mobile-first world we live in today. Jobs' insistence on controlling both the hardware and software gave Apple an edge, allowing the iPhone to deliver a seamless, integrated experience. 7. Leadership style, the pursuit of perfection. Steve Jobs' leadership style was famously intense, combining high expectations with a relentless pursuit of perfection. He had little patience for mediocrity and was known for his direct, often harsh feedback. Many who worked with him described his management style as both inspiring and grueling. Jobs could be extremely demanding, pushing his team beyond what they thought possible. One of his defining characteristics was his reality distortion field, his ability to convince himself and others to believe in the impossible. This trait was both a strength and a flaw, as it could motivate teams to achieve great things, but also created tension and burnout. Jobs' commitment to perfection was evident in every detail, from product design to the packaging, and this attention to detail became a hallmark of Apple's brand. 8. Personal struggles. Health and family. Jobs' life was marked by personal challenges, particularly in his relationships and his health. His first daughter, Lisa Brennan Jobs, was born in 1978, but Jobs initially denied paternity, leading to a strained relationship. Later in life, Jobs acknowledged his mistakes and worked to rebuild this relationship. In 2003, Jobs was diagnosed with a rare form of pancreatic cancer. He initially resisted traditional treatment, opting for alternative therapies. However, as his condition worsened, he eventually underwent surgery. His health struggles added a sense of urgency to his work, and in his final years, he became more reflective about his legacy and relationships. 9. A lasting legacy, transforming industries and setting standards. Steve Jobs' contributions went far beyond creating products. he transformed entire industries. By merging technology with design, he set new standards in personal computing, animation, music, mobile phones, and digital publishing. His emphasis on user experience, simplicity, and aesthetics changed how people interact with technology. Today, Apple's influence can be seen across the technology industry, with many companies emulating Jobs' design principles and business strategies. Jobs' focus on creating an ecosystem of products, from the Mac to the iPhone, created a seamless experience for users and set Apple apart from its competitors. His legacy continues to inspire a culture of innovation, not only at Apple, but throughout the tech industry. 10. Lessons from Jobs' life and work. Steve Jobs' life offers a wealth of lessons. Pursue vision relentlessly. Jobs believed in his vision, often pushing it to the limit. His belief in making technology accessible and beautiful set Apple apart from other tech companies. Learn from failure. Being ousted from Apple taught Jobs resilience. He used his experiences at Next and Pixar to develop new perspectives and skills, which helped him become a more effective leader when he returned to Apple. Fuse art with technology. Jobs showed that technology can be both functional and beautiful. This philosophy shaped Apple's products and redefined consumer expectations. Branding and storytelling. Jobs understood the power of branding, shaping Apple into a cultural icon and creating a loyal following through storytelling and exceptional product launches. Embrace setbacks as growth. Each failure provided Jobs with valuable lessons, from humility to the importance of persistence. Living with purpose. Jobs' battle with cancer emphasized his determination to leave a lasting legacy, inspiring those around him to pursue meaningful work. Demand excellence. Jobs' high standards pushed his teams to innovate, showing that great products require dedication, attention to detail, and a commitment to quality. Steve Jobs' life and work remind us that innovation requires a mix of vision, persistence, and sometimes an uncompromising dedication to excellence. His influence on modern technology, design, and business is immense, and his legacy continues to inspire creatives and leaders worldwide. Thanks for tuning in to this journey through Steve Jobs' life. His story reminds us that real innovation takes courage, resilience, and a clear vision. Jobs' passion for excellence and belief in the power of technology to change lives has left a legacy that continues to shape our world. If you enjoyed this audio summary of Steve Jobs by Walter Isaacson, be sure to like, subscribe, and let me know what other biographies you'd like to hear about. Until next time, stay curious and inspired.